I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, gorgeous day yesterday. The breeze was a little there, but all in all, wasn't too shabby. And as we look out our window, if you will, a gorgeous sunrise coming over to the Yakima area.
Yeah.
And as we work our way through the day today, are we going to see an increase in clouds or anything? I know we had quite a bit yesterday, or at least a puffier clouds, if you will.
Right. We could see some of those passing clouds and sunshine concerns today in the Tri-Cities, very similar to what we did see yesterday. In Yakima, you can already see the mostly clear skies right now, and it is going to be a rather sunny day. We're just going to have some clouds hanging tough, especially for the central and eastern half of the forecast area. In fact, for communities such as Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Milton Freewater, we might actually see mostly cloudy skies as we go later into today. By tomorrow, though, all of us will see nothing but sunshine. In Yakima this morning, we are sitting at 38 degrees, so another cool morning, something we have become oh so accustomed to as of late. Here's a look at your weather headlines today. Dave did mention those winds. In general, most of us are going to see fairly calm winds today, aside from the Kittitas Valley, and I'll talk more about that later in the newscast. A big-time warming trend does start to take hold tomorrow, and then a blast of summer arrives this weekend. Who all could see highs into the 90s for Mother's Day weekend? Coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Kennewick. Police there are investigating an early morning hit and run. According to scanner traffic, just before 3:20 this morning, police were called to North Johnson Street at the McDonald's parking lot after a truck hit an SUV, leaving one person injured. The person in the truck is believed to have run off into a nearby alleyway. Now, this is all according to scanner traffic. We'll pass along any new information that we receive. And we continue to follow the weekend shooting between Moses Lake Police and a domestic violence suspect. Investigators have released the names of the officers involved. On the left is Sergeant Adam Monroe. He was shot through the foot while responding to the domestic violence call at the Motel 6 Saturday night. He has since had surgery and is recovering. On the right is Officer Todd Taylor, who was not injured but was involved in taking down the suspect. That suspect was shot, has since been treated, and is now being held in the Grant County Jail. And a suspect that Pasco police have been looking for since last weekend was arrested yesterday and found with a stolen gun. On April 28th at Mr. Quick's gas station on West Court Street, two men went into the store, pulled the gun on the clerk, taking cash from the register. They ran off, but not before being caught on video. One of the men, Omar Solorzano, was arrested at the Starlight Motel 2 days later. Yesterday, an Albertsons employee recognized the other suspect and called police. They found Juvenal Bautista Gonzalez leaving the store, trying to get into his car. Juvenal was arrested along with another man that was in the car at the time. While searching both men, police found drugs as well as a picture of a stolen gun out of Kennewick. Pasco police would like to thank the Albertsons employee that helped them wrap up the case. And Pasco police arrested a woman who passed out in the driver's seat of a car with packages containing hundreds of fentanyl pills with their toddler in the back seat. Officers responded to the U-Haul storage on West Court Street on Monday evening after a report of a woman passed out in the driver's seat with her kid in the car. Police woke Justice Norwood, who they say appeared to be under the influence of drugs, adding they noticed drug paraphernalia in the driver door. They say the woman reached into a purse multiple times when asked for ID, and officers then noticed drugs in that purse. Police got the toddler out of the car, and while searching the vehicle, officials found packages containing hundreds of fentanyl pills, methamphetamine, and cocaine, along with scales, packaging, and other items that they say indicate the drugs were being sold. They also found a gun in the woman's purse. Justice was booked into the Franklin County Jail for distributing controlled substances. Police say the toddler is healthy and safe. More opioid settlement funds will be heading to the city of Yakima. City council members approved 2 resolutions to officially agree to join the latest settlement Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson reached with Johnson & Johnson at the beginning of the year. Now, initial settlements estimations show Yakima could get up to $3 million from the settlement, which can be used for drug abuse prevention and education.
We may get money up front, or we may not. So it's kind of unknown what the allocation will really look like year to year. But we do have money now, and we will be getting the one large distribution.
This funding is different from ARPA funds, rather, in that there is no set time limit on when the money needs to be spent. Now, according to the Attorney General's office, Cities and counties have until May 11th to join the settlement. If not enough join, the settlement is void. In our neck of the woods, the city of Pasco and Benton County have not joined the settlement. And it's been 18 years since there's been a public pool in East Yakima, but after years of planning and raising money for a new one, a step in the right direction happens later today. A groundbreaking ceremony will mark the beginning of construction for a new aquatic center at MLK Junior Park. Crews have already started some of the work by removing the old splash park and water tank below. The city first began looking at a new pool in 2017, and now all of the work from this point forward will lead to the construction phase finally beginning.
It takes the work of so many people over such a long period of time, but finally we're seeing the result, and we'll see it open next year.
The groundbreaking ceremony is set to take place today at 1 p.m. and as you heard from Randy Beeler, the plan is for the pool to be open next summer. Now, we've been keeping a close eye on 9-year-old Yakima chef Asher Niles as he competed in the MasterChef Junior competition, but unfortunately, his time on the show came to an end this week. Asher was in the semifinals along with 3 other home cooks, where they had to follow along with Gordon Ramsay and make a duck Lorraine dish. Unfortunately, Asher's dish didn't measure up against the other contestants, and he was sent home.
That was a hard episode. I'm sad to leave, but I'm so happy of the experience I got. I got to meet all these new people who are my best friends forever now, and meeting Gordon Ramsay. That's insane. There's not a lot of kids who get to do that, so I think that's really cool.
Now, we hope to speak with Asher soon to hear him reflect on his journey to becoming a celebrity chef. And Jefferson, I got to say, following Gordon Ramsay's probably really, well, I mean, it is really tough. I tried to just follow his whole scrambled egg mix, and I still messed it up.
I'm going to stick to frozen food.
Yeah, right.
That's me.
Let's jump right over to weather, though, because speaking of frozen food, you might want to think about picking up some ice cream or getting ready with some cold treats for the weekend.
Yeah, I would say so. Picking that up ahead of time might be a good idea because we are going to see that significant warm-up as we go into the weekend. Now, today is still going to feel very seasonal out there. It's going to be a very comfortable day. You can see on your screen there is going to be a wide variety of temperatures in the forecast area. Along the blues, where we are going to hold on to clouds today, highs will only top out in the low to mid 60s. The rest of the region will top out in the upper 60s to low 70s. Again, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for most of us today. Everyone will be bathing in the sunshine by tomorrow with that aforementioned warm up this weekend. Who all could see highs into the 90s for Mother's Day? I'll have that coming up.